We have this really unique glass eel fishery, and one of the only states in the U.S. that can fish for it, and it's extremely valuable, has a big impact across the state of Maine to harvesters up and down the coast. But the entirety of this fishery is getting shipped overseas. They're growing them out on farms, and then we're buying them back. And I said, why can't we grow them out here? And started on that path about 11 years ago. And we now have a 27,000 square foot eel farm in Waldoboro and have a team of 15 people who are helping me grow the eels, process the eels, and sell the eels across the United States. One really cool thing about land-based aquaculture is you have control over your inputs and your outputs, and that allows you to be really thoughtful about choosing to do things really efficiently. And we take that really seriously in how we've designed the farm, from our water usage to how water moves through the system. You know, we've worked with an engineering team that was really thoughtful. We, for example, only pump the water once, and it then is gravity fed throughout our whole system, and that reduces the amount of electrical usage instead of putting everything under constant pressure and pumping. We also, you know, thinking about like our water usage, it's recirculating, so we reuse 90 to 95% of our water is constantly reused, so that means we're more efficient for heating costs, for pumping costs, and for water usage. From the beginning of designing this farm, solar was on the radar. We even thought about the way that we laid out how our building was oriented, is that at some point we wanted to be able to incorporate solar. In early designs of the building, it was on it from the beginning. When COVID happened, we actually had to make some cuts on our budget to keep things on track, but we got an opportunity to bring this back on the table last year, and we're excited about being able to fulfill that part of the design. I think everybody's just kind of pumped about having that on the building, and to be growing our eels with a portion of it being produced with our own power, which is pretty cool. Instead of seeing this fish, as an example, shipped across across the world and back, we're doing it right here in our community. And I think solar is a similar idea. A lot of times, and especially as a state in Maine, we're bringing in power from outside the state, and it's better if we can produce it locally, even better if it's literally right on your building. And I think it's better for the grid, it's better for our general usage. The way that it integrates into our current power structure was not even noticeable. The revision team has been awesome through the whole process.